What's up, guys? Mike here, websiteleadsforsale.com. So if you haven't already subscribed to us, go ahead and go to websiteleadsforsale.com and subscribe now. But today we're giving you guys a free training program, and this training program is going to go over how to cold call anybody, how to set up cold call business in your business to maximize sales, and also how to just straight up close anybody in your business. It's very valuable to all your salespeople, so if you're not on it, like I said, go to websiteleadsforsale.com, subscribe, and it'll automatically be sent to you. So today you guys are going to be going through the basics of training, how to train on your own and with a partner and with a team. Part 2 is learning actually how to close in any situation, being able to sell basically anything. And then we bring you guys in, once you guys have perfected these two, we basically bring you guys in, teach you guys the advanced training, provide you with advanced closing scripts with rebuttals, and then we'll bring you guys and close you guys out with the advanced closing, basically perfecting everything here and becoming a sick-ass closer. So check it out, guys. websiteleadsforsale.com. Get on it.
This is training for some of our people who are going to be going ahead and making some cold calls. Here's the new approach that we've been doing that's worked really, really well. Okay, how to cold call. Hopefully you guys can see me. Step 1 is what it used to be, and what a lot of people end up doing, like what we used to do, is try and pitch them and close them on the first call. So we call them up, say blah, 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 and try and close them. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Here's a really good way of making sure they close. It's a 2-step process. So the first step, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call them. So step 1 is call. Now when you call, the whole objective, we'll put objective maybe over here. Objective is to schedule appointment. Right? So it's a 2-step thing. Instead of closing them, which would be the objective in the past, now the objective of this initial call is to close them on an appointment to speak with you further. So when we call, we're going to go and say, hey, is this so-and-so? Is this Bob? Okay, Bob, hey, my name is Carlos, so my name is bang, and here's what's really important. Did I catch you at a bad time? Right? So when you ask this, did I catch you at a bad time? What we're doing is we're trying to move from a call that's more of an interruption to scheduling something that isn't an interruption. It's a meeting. So when I say, did I catch you at a bad time? You're going to yield 2 to 3 responses. That's going to be either yes, and they're going to say goodbye, or just click on you, right? 2, you're going to get no, this is a perfect time. Rarely will that happen. But the most common thing that you'll get is yes, but. Now that means is, yeah, you kind of caught me at a bad time, but what's this about, right? So once you get through here, now step 2 is going to go ahead and say, oh, okay, cool. Do you guys have a website? Do you have a website? Because right now, they don't know if we're cold calling them to pitch them something, or if we're cold calling them, or if we're calling them to get their services, whatever it may be. So, did I catch you at a bad time? Yeah, you did, but what's this about? Oh, okay, cool. Do you guys have a website? They're going to say yes or no. We're going to go ahead and assume they say no just for this call, because many of them don't. A lot of the people that we cold call had just opened up their business within the first week to 2 weeks max. So many times they do not have a website. So do you have a website? Question mark. They say no. Now, what we're going to do in step 3 is we're going to go and say, oh, okay, awesome. The reason, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to state the reason for this call. Okay, reason for this call is I just want to go ahead and get 10 minutes on the phone with you tomorrow at a better time to show you how you can get a free website. Does that sound like something that would interest you? Now, at this point when they say, Yeah, that interests me because many times the reason for this call is what they're after. Like, why the fuck is this person calling me? Now you're going to be straight up, very cool, and you're going to tell them, the reason for the call is I want to get 10 minutes on the phone with you tomorrow at a better time so I can go over how to get you a free website, maybe get you to the top of Google. Does that sound like something that would interest you? That is a reconfirmation that they're listening and stuff like that. So they're going to go ahead and say, yes, that sounds awesome. Thank you. And then what you're going to do after you state the reason for the call, and they say, yes, that sounds good, instead of automatically closing and saying, okay, does 2 p.m. sound good or whatnot, you want to make this stick in their mind a little bit more. So let's say I'm calling a salon business for the purpose of this call. You can call a bunch of different businesses and this will be customized. But so after you do the reason for the call, you say, oh, okay, awesome. Have you heard of our company, MoneyMindMarketing.com? Have you heard? This is a little preliminary step. A lot of people will skip this over, and I'll show you why it's not a good idea to skip it over. Have you heard of, blank, whatever the .com website or whatever your company is? They're going to say, no, we haven't heard of you. You say, oh, no way. Okay, cool. Well, what we do, and here's where you're going to make it kind of customized to them. So if you're calling a salon business, you're going to say something along the lines of, okay, awesome. Well, really quick, what we do is we help salon businesses just like yours. We'll put that here. Just like yours. Get more business, get a website, and get them dominating in their marketplace really quickly. Does that sound like something that would help you out? And you're going to say, yes, it will. Okay, so now what's really important, the takeaway on this, obviously they haven't heard of the company because you're cold calling them and most likely they haven't heard of us. So you're going ahead and making it sound as if we help all of these salons. We're specialists in this niche. Oh, you haven't heard of us? Oh, well, we help salon companies just like yours, or we help landscaping companies just like yours get a website, get more business, and really kick butt in their marketplace. Does that sound like something that would interest you? They're going to say, yeah. Okay, cool. So after you go and you state the reason for the call, you customize this just for their industry, you're going to go ahead and now schedule. Okay, cool. So when you schedule it, you're going to go and say, okay, cool. So does 2 p.m. tomorrow sound like a good time for me to give you a call? Yes, and whatever that would be. If that doesn't work, okay, does the morning better, 10 a.m., whatever. Schedule the call. So you schedule the call here. Now here's some 2 steps that are really important after this. You basically already closed them on a meeting. Now what you want to do is get some info. So step 6 is I want to send you a quick text message to kind of give you a recap of this call. What's the best number to send that to? What is a very important word. So what's best number for text? I want to send you a recap of this call and some really cool stuff. What's the best number for this call? When you say what, it's automatically assuming that they're going to give it to you. If you say stuff like, so do you have a phone number with text messaging, or do you mind if I text message you? You're asking for permission, and you're likely going to get a, nah, I don't. Just go ahead and call me tomorrow. But when you automatically assume the same, when you say, okay, well, what's the best number for this text message? They'll give it to you. Now, after you do that, you say, sweet, awesome, whatever it is. What's the best email address so I can send you samples of our stuff so you can take a look at it before the call at 2 p.m. tomorrow? Boom. What, again? Best email. Right? So what's the best email? They give you the email and you just go ahead and close it. Say, okay, sweet. So I'll send you that stuff over within the next 5 minutes. So make sure you check your inbox and you check your text messages. And I'll go ahead and give you a call at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Sound fair? Sounds fair. Sweet. I'll talk to you later, whoever your name is. And that's it, guys. So that's how you really want to go ahead and cold call. This is one of the most effective ways that we found from our own testing. We've called hundreds and hundreds of people just using this model, and we've called thousands in the past using the straight pitching method. And we are getting, out of 100 people, we've got 40 scheduled appointments. That's a 40%. That's not made up. That's legit. We have 40 scheduled appointments. Now, will all 40 turn into closes? Absolutely not. But if I can get 10 to 20 of those, that's a shit ton of money. And that's even more bang for my buck because I'm capitalizing on that 80 numbers or 100 numbers that I originally called, where before you were just pitching them straight and losing out on a lot of people. You had no backup method. Here, we're turning something in from an interruption. We'll put this in another color. You're turning the purpose of the call is now no longer an interruption. Interruption. That sounds so terrible. Okay. That's not what you're doing. Before, when you call them and pitch them, you're interrupting them during their day, and it's an interruption, and they're more likely to say no. What you're doing is being super awesome, super cool, and you're scheduling a meeting or a phone call or whatever it is. But this is what you're doing now. So you go from, hey, did I catch you at a bad time? Yes, you most likely did, but what's this about? Oh, okay, awesome. Do you have a website? No, I don't have a website. Oh, okay, cool. Well, the reason for the call today is I'm actually just looking to talk to you for about 10 minutes tomorrow at a better time, so I can show you how we can actually get you a free website to your business. Does that sound like something that would help you out? Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, sweet. Have you heard of MoneyMindMarketing.com by any chance? No? Oh, no way, really? Okay, well, what we do is we help whatever the niche is, let's say salons in this case. Oh, well, what we do is we help salon businesses just like yours that have just opened up get a website, get more business to their website, but actually start increasing the amount of traffic and revenue they get to their salon. So does that sound like something that would help you out? Yes. Okay, sweet. So what time tomorrow, in morning or afternoon, is better for me to talk to you? Afternoon? Okay, sweet. Does 2 p.m. work for you? Awesome. Okay, great. Now, what's the best number? Because I want to send you a text message. Because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and send you a quick recap of what we've talked about and what you're going to be talking about in the meeting tomorrow. So what's the best number to send that to? I'm already assuming it, right? Boom, they send that. Okay, great. And what's the best email to send you some of our samples of our work and some other cool stuff? Bang. Awesome. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Bob, at 2 p.m. Take care. And that's it, guys. And that's the way you're going to do it. This is what we call a two-step closing. Because you're no longer doing it in one shot where you're like shotgunning this sucker and you're going to say you're either buying or you're not. You're going to go ahead, set up an appointment, make them a little bit more qualified where they're actively wanting to learn from you, and you're going to follow up with text message, email, and you've got all the contact information now to really close the sale. So check it out, guys. Try it yourself. Get a bunch of numbers and kick fucking ass. Later. Okay, so here's some training that we're going to go over on how to actually practice your sales stuff. So a lot of times you're maybe not with people and you got to still train, you got to still practice, you got to get all that stuff done. But what we're going to show you are ways how to train on your own and how you can train with a partner. So here's some basic steps. Let me put my little chip down real fast. Okay, so basic steps on how to do this. Now you guys may not be able to see this right now, but that's fine. I'll tell you exactly what to write in your notebook, so get a notebook. Okay, how to train. There's a few ways. Way one, you're going to train solo. Now what that means is you get your pitch and you practice like a motherfucker. Practice pitching. Okay, so you got to be able to make this kind of like second nature. So when you're speaking, you speak in script almost. And it's just like, I'm on my own. If you're a boxer, you'll know this very well. You shadow box and you get good at all that stuff because you're training on your own. That's actually one of the secrets in fighting and in martial art is shadow boxing that stuff on your own. So that's a separate tip, but using the same principle. You want to practice pitch on your own because then you're more comfortable. Generally, when you're in front of people, especially when you're new at this, you're not so like comfy in your own skin because you're new to sales, you know. In sales, you become really comfortable in your own skin. So what you want to do is go in the dark room, go in the light room, go in a mirror. This is what I used to do, and I used to just practice pitch myself in the mirror, and I would make sure like certain things, because I used to sell face to face, door to door, nose to nose, toes to toes, whatever it is they say. And my body language was important. So whenever you're pitching, even if it's on the phone, you still want to have the physical part of you. That's why whenever we sell, we always say, you know, stand up. Don't just sit down and make calls because a lot of times your energy levels are going to go down. Stand up. Get ready to sell. Close. Right? So I'm in the mirror. I'm going ahead and I'm practice pitching. I'm saying, hey, did I catch you at a bad time? Oh shit, that sounded really bad. That looked so bad. How would I do it if I'm really doing it in person? Okay, and now I'm looking at myself in the mirror, actually seeing myself improve, getting confident in my own skin because I know how I look. I know exactly what it's going to look like when I do it in front of somebody, and that's how you really get comfortable doing this. So that's the solo training. Practice pitching, but practice pitching in the mirror, in a dark room, wherever it is, in the light. I say dark room because sometimes people get freaked out in the mirror, and I just say go in a dark room and do it. So here we go. So that's the number one. That's solo. Now with number two, you guys, again, I don't know if you can see this. If you can't, I'm going to just walk you through exactly what to do. So number two is you have a partner, right? So here's partner training. Partner training, we'll put it. Okay. Training. Okay, cool. So you have partner training. And in partner training, you guys want to go back and forth. A lot of times, whenever I've coached people, whenever I've been coached, when I was actually getting into sales, we would practice pitch, I think it was like for 30 or 40 minutes or something like that before we would go out and actually do like sales face-to-face with people. And that shit was terrifying, but you get good really quick. Now, when you're partner training, you want to make sure you get in as many reps as possible. So it's not like, you know, I go through my whole pitch, I'm really slow, oh my god, I fucked up, dude, you know, and you're talking with your friend about how you fucked up, I gotta get it better, and you know, did you see what's her name the other night? Just shut the fuck up, and you got to actually train. So I go through my whole pitch, bang, 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 I do the close, sweet, nice, hit it again, boom, boom, boom. Make sure you guys go at least three times, go back and forth, right? So I hit the script 3 times, boom, boom, boom. He tells me, work on this, or she tells me, work on this, you know, you kind of did this, blah, blah, blah. I get it good. Their turn. Boom, boom, boom. They hit it 3 times. You guys go back and forth, constantly critiquing each other, but here's what's important. Critique each other after you've actually done, after you've gone through your full pitch. Don't critique them in the middle. When they say, you know, hey, I'm Carlos. Did I catch you at a bad time? See how that would have been a fuck up? You don't want to correct me there. Let me work through it on my own, work through the entire pitch, and then say, hey, you know what? When you started out, your tonality was a little weak. You know, you want to improve that a little bit. Good job, though. Keep going. And hit it again. Hit round 2. But that way you learn to flow through it. Because on a call, you can't, I mean, you can, but you don't really want to be like, I froze. Fuck. I'm going to call you back. Cook. I mean, I know people that can do that shit, but it's not recommended, right? So you want to be able to flow through it and work through those issues on your own, then get advice, rep it again, work through it all the way through, get critique, do it again, boom, and then they go. So that's partner training. So you have to go back and forth 3 rounds each, or 3 reps each. I put rounds, but whatever. 3 rounds each, right? And do that back and forth for, I would say, a minimum of 30 minutes every single morning, or every single morning before your actual sales call, sales stuff, or whatever it is you're doing, right? So we have solo training, which is practice pitching in the mirror or in a dark room. Partner training, where you go 3 rounds each for about 30 minutes minimum. And the last one, number 3, is sell anything. Okay, so what's that mean? So if you can do this on your own, you can do this with a partner. It's more fun with a partner. It's actually more fun when you have a bunch of people with you and you're all on the same path and you're all doing the same shit. So let's say I'm on my own, right? Well, shit, someone gave me a marker. Okay, Carlos, sell that. Okay, I didn't know this was going to happen, right? This is randomly given to me and I have to randomly sell it. It could be like sell the fucking board. And you have to go ahead and sell it. So let's say I'm given the marker. I say, hey, do you have a whiteboard? Yeah, you do? Oh, okay, awesome. Well, this Expo marker right here is so good that when you can write on it, you can actually take it off and blah, blah, and whatever it is you can do. And you're going ahead and you're selling anything. Now this gets thrown away. Someone gives me a sock. Shit, this is fucking terrible. Do you have a whiteboard? Do you wear shoes? Either one of those? Yes? Awesome. Okay, cool. The beauty of this sock right here is that if you have a whiteboard, you can erase stuff, but then flip it out. It's almost like brand new, and then put it on, and you've got a sock for your shoe that you can use as an eraser. You get two things for one, and it's only $1. You want to pay cash or credit? Put it in their hand, whatever. Someone gives me these notepads. Hey, do you write a lot? Do you have any ideas? Like one of those people that are really creative and shit? Do you write? Do you put things down? Yeah? Boom. Sell anything, whatever the fuck it is. Because then what it's going to happen is you're going to just get out of your comfort zone. They don't have to be the best pitches. The whole point of it is not that you even close the pro. Well, you close, you ask for the money, you ask for the close. You run through a whole sales pitch for each product, right? You don't just half-ass them. You go through a whole thing. And the whole point of it is, it's not that it was the best, but you want it to get to the point where you can literally grab anything and bullshit your way through it, right? Develop that gift of gab, some people say. Develop the skill to be able to go ahead, touch something, and provide value just by having it in your hand and giving it to someone else. Demonstrate value with anything, right? It's a really great skill. So these are the 3 ways that we use to train ourselves and to train our salespeople, and hopefully it can help you in sales and in closing and really helping you out. So the 3 ways: solo training, partner training, and sell anything. Catch you guys soon. Right place if you're looking to end the problem with not having. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and recap exactly what you've just learned. So you just learned exactly the basics and advanced of closing, right? We went through that walkthrough, shows you exactly what you had to do, right? So you went through the basics, the advanced closing, and now what do? You sat through this whole program. Most people are just going to stop here. They're going to stop learning and stop at the learning part, and then go learn something else and never make any fucking money. Have you ever thought of that? So, because like you see that, it pisses me off. So you want to learn this, take fucking advantage of it, and make some fucking calls, or go door to door, or whatever the fuck you gotta do. But make some fucking money, right? So how do you do that? Well, if you're not doing at least 150 calls minimum per day, then that's kind of child's play. That should be your minimum. So 150 calls, you can do that within a few hours, and you can do that yourself if you don't have a person to do this for you. And if you do have people to do this for you, then find a fucking list that you can give them all 150 calls and just bang them out. Be like you have a goal to hit it within like 4 hours or something, and bang it out. But you should. So what should you do? You should go to get a list. Go ahead, call these people, 150 at least minimum. Test the appointment strategy out. Test the two-step sales closing method. You're going to go ahead and do set the appointment and close them, and we showed you how to do that, and just follow that, and you're going to have a rough 20 or 50 calls if you've never done this before, and if you have done this before, then you should fucking kick ass. And but after your first 20 or 50 calls, you'll get that shit ironed out, and just remember in your mind that you're not getting all these no's and all this shit. You're just getting closer to a yes. You just got to cycle through the fucking no's. You got 150 people to call. Someone's going to say yes, and you got to figure out how much that commission is to you. You know, if it's a couple $100 for that, you know, that's more than a lot of people make in a day. And once you become a killer closer and you start getting 10 to 20 closes a day, shit, that's a lot of money. You can just start talking about $10,000 days, you know, and you fucking kick ass. So if you want to learn how to scale up, if you're a business owner now and you've you've gone through training, you already make calls, you're going to be making calls, testing this stuff out. But if you want to learn how to start charging more for your prices, I'm talking about in the thousands. If you're charging only a few $100 or maybe $1,000, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to charge more and charge higher prices and get that no matter what. So if you're interested in scaling up, get your closes now. Do your 150 calls, do a day. I mean, do this for like 90-day challenge, and if you don't make money, slap me in the face. That's ridiculous. Come up to me and just be like, fuck you. Don't do that. I'll shoot you. Fucking, but do that shit. Make your money, make your calls, and then when you're ready to scale up, go to websiteleads4sale.com or just go ahead and email websiteleads4sale@gmail.com. I'll write it here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but if you can, sweet. So website leads 4sale@gmail. And you know that. Okay. Website leads for sale@gmail, and show you how to scale up. We'll give you a free walkthrough on exactly what we're going to go and help you with, and we're going to take your business to the next level. But we got to get you to start closing before you can even work with us. So if you want to be kind of a business partner with us and really work with us hands-on, then get really good at this, and we'll do some fucking business and kill it. Talk soon.